Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video. Today I've got a crazy story to share with you guys. It all began when a couple of campers decided to spend the night out of doors in a remote part of California. As night fell, they began to see some strange lights shining beams beneath them flying over a canyon nearby. And the following morning, they made a remarkable and mysterious discovery. They tried to shoot some video, but for some reason, none of it turned out. I was able to get some good, clear audio from it though, and I used this along with the witness statements to recreate the event. Check this out.
Alright, so I turned the camera back on. We're seeing even more of these lights. Let's get the, what is today's date? It's October 16th, 2020, right?
Yeah.
So just, we have that, recorded.
Friday.
And it's about, we started seeing these at midnight. It's probably about 12:30 right now. I can't stop to check my phone clock. But they're down there. I just don't know how much more of this we record is going on all night. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna hit with the light again. This seems to attract them. Come on. I see a very faint one. A very faint one. All right, let's hit him again. This is sort of like, in Close Encounters, the way they communicate with them. Oh yeah, look at that. Two of them. Two. That one just came up. That one.
Three.
Yep. Look at that. There's fucking three of them down there. One did see? He just passed one, and a shooting star.
They're always with shooting stars. This is pretty wild.
So tomorrow in daylight, we got to see what the hell is. I think there's we just came out of that rocky canyon. I'm pretty sure there's a cliff face there. We got to see what's up there. They might be checking out. You would think they would come up here and check us out, because if they're that advanced, they freaking know we're here. You would think. There it is. There's like three of them, and now there's one. Now I don't see it.
So these two guys were out camping and they noticed some strange UFOs. The UFOs appeared to respond to their flashlights, and there was something that stopped the witnesses' cameras from filming anything. According to the witness statements, the UFOs were following a road and they were shining beams down beneath them. At some point, the UFOs even seemed to merge together into one object and then split apart again. And then, when the witnesses brought their cameras out to film, the UFOs seemed to disappear, almost as if they knew that they were being recorded. Okay, that's strange. But hang on, because it gets even stranger.
They're going back and forth. I don't think it's on a road.
No, I mean
back and forth.
But what I mean is following the road, flying above, because they're flying around to that canyon down there where they are. They're a good 100 feet above that road, because they're almost level with us. We're a good 100 feet above the road down in the canyon. There it is again. Yep.
But there was three of them. They almost separated, and then they almost merged into one.
All right, I'm gonna hit with the lighting and see what happens. Come on. Man, that was a good one. I didn't have the freaking camera on.
But they're definitely more active now. They're moving faster and more of them.
Hit with the light one more time. Come on. There it goes. You see? Oh yeah. All the way off to the right.
It's like just blinking.
Where do you see that?
The light behind the hill.
At about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe 12:40 or something like that. Yeah, and so it's off to the right, but there's multiple. There's like three or four. Yeah, one will appear, and then the second, third one, fourth one, and then they'll all move around, and they all kind of converge, and then they go out again. And the wind is.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with the light one more time. If we don't see him, we turn the camera off. Come on, you bastards. Come on. I see something very faint down in the valley,
faint.
but
It's super
well, it's like now they're down below the hill, and we can only see the glow of whatever light was down there. All right, I'm turning the camera off.
So whatever these UFOs are, the witnesses say that they're more active now, and that at one point there was 3 of them that appeared to merge into a single entity or craft. Then it split up and move off again. Amazing. What are these things doing out there? It seems to me like they're out there looking or searching for something. But what? At this point, the witnesses decided to turn their cameras off again because the UFOs seemed to know when they were filming. That's when this happened.
The second I turned the camera off with a good red flash of light. Maybe they know the camera's on. All right, I'm gonna hit.
We'll put the cameras away.
All right.
No cameras.
Turn the camera off.
We just want to see a little bit of.
Turning it off right now. All right, so we just had one super close. I think within 100 feet. And as soon as I turned my camera on, he turned his lights off. So we flashed him again with my light. But that one was really freaking close. It's almost like he knows I've got my camera on. There's one. That's further away though. That's not as close. That last one, look. There's like,
These are way closer. These are way closer.
yeah. But that last one that was like 3 lights, it almost looked like it was connected all into one unit. Look, yeah, these are way closer, dude.
We've been watching these lights that we thought were fire.
What's that moving up there? See, do you see that? I can't.
Car. Yes. And then we thought it was
All right, I'm gonna flash the light again. You know, it's like we want them to get.
Something in the valley. There it is. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. There's 2 of them.
Holy.
It's like we want them to get closer, but I'm scared at the same time.
Anyway.
Dude.
They're definitely
Dude,
closer.
that's closer, dude.
They're definitely closer. I can't tell how big they are.
Dude, I feel like they're checking us out now. I hope this camera's picking that up.
There's 3.
There's 3 right there.
Right in front. 3.
Dude, I'm actually getting a little scared now.
I'm not scared yet. I think this is okay.
I'm fucking scared. Look at that. Dude.
They're definitely
Dude,
not a motorcycle. It's not a car. They're moving in different areas. They come on and off.
you're still seeing that one right there, right? Our light just went out. It's almost like they can know this camera's on. They are definitely closer now, dude. There it is. Yep.
But as quick as they can move, they could be here very, very soon.
Oh, yeah.
And they're staying in that area.
Dude, they could be right on top of us now without the lights on. We wouldn't see them, I think. Right now, they're kind of like still...
They're all in that valley.
They're in the valley, so they got like the horizon line behind us, so we can't see them. Yep, there's a red one.
Yeah, they changed color.
I kind of feel like if it moved up above the horizon line, maybe we'd see some dark thing up there. But and it's not like it's some huge craft. It seems like it's a couple feet across, maybe.
They seem tight.
Yeah.
They seem small.
I'm almost now that we attracted them. I'm actually a little scared to flash with my light again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, just chill out. This is my feeling.
All right, I'm gonna turn. All that light down there in the canyon. That? Yeah. Look at that.
A lot closer again.
All right.
Moving to the right. Moving to the front.
Dude, I want to check my phone battery. I hope this thing is still going.
I don't think that anyone wants to look at fire.
All right.
We want to do.
I agree, man. I don't think those UFOs meant you any harm at all. If they had, what would you do to stop them anyways? Right? Nothing. Anyhow, that's the audio that we have from these guys. And it's a pretty crazy story, right? These 2 dudes are off camping in a remote part of California, and they spot some strange lights hovering over a canyon nearby the campsite. These unidentified flying objects appear to be shining beams down beneath them as if they're searching for something. And they react to the witnesses by engaging with their flashlights and dodging or disappearing whenever they start to record. There seems to be groups of these UFOs, and they split up and then reconverge, once again as if they're searching for something. and then they just seemed to disappear at random. What the heck? We could end the story right here and it would be crazy enough. But it doesn't end here, and believe it or not, it gets even more insane. Remember when the witnesses said that the next day they should go down and investigate the area where the UFOs were spotted? Well, the following morning as the sun came up, that is precisely what our fearless adventurers did. They set off to investigate the canyon where the UFOs were located, and they found something pretty interesting. Check this out. Not far from the camp, in the canyon where the UFOs were spotted, they came across a strange device. It was a small, unmarked box next to a hole in the ground. What? In the middle of nowhere? And there were some strange lights spotted in this area the night before? This can't be a coincidence, can it? I mean, what are the odds? The first thing that I noticed about this box is that it is definitely man-made. And whoever that man is, they went to a little bit of effort to try to disguise this unknown device. Look, they even painted some crude camouflage on the box itself, and mounted to the top is some kind of solar panel, so perhaps there's a battery inside. There's also a large arm sticking up that has another antenna on it and some kind of other device attached by cable beneath. What is all that? And what's this little white thing down here? Ah, another antenna. That's interesting, and finally a clue. Let's see what the Area 503 10 trillion qubit quantum computer can find out about that sucker. Computer?
Yes, Manny.
First of all, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Computer, see what you can dig up on a Trimble antenna, part number 101355-20.
The Trimble Bullet 101355-20 is a 40 decibel GPS level 1 high gain antenna. The bullet is widely used in both commercial and government sectors and features both ROHS-2 compliance and filtering for radio frequency jamming environments.
Gracias, computer. En español, por favor?
La bala de Trimble 101355-20.
That's okay, computer. I was just joking. Thank you, that's all.
No, it's not, Manuel. Buenas noches.
Good night, computer. So the Trimble Bullet is a satellite antenna used to send and receive information from satellites. So this entire apparatus appears to be some form of power collection and storage and a communication system of some kind. But what is it connected to? Something that's down this hole is my guess. It has to be, but what is it? What exactly is this hole in the ground? There's a few things that I noticed that are odd about it. First, someone has placed these stones around the hole and thrown pebbles on top. And remember that camouflage that was painted on the box too? I can only assume that these are all countermeasures to prevent this location from being discovered through satellite imagery. And guess what? It worked. I was able to extract the GPS coordinates from the geotagged pictures, and I was unable to see the hole or the box. So good job, guys. This thing is completely hidden. The GPS information did give me another clue pointing to a couple nearby locations, but we'll talk about those in a minute. For now, let's go back to that hole. Another strange thing that I noticed was that these two stones appear to have been moved recently after the pebbles were thrown on top. It's almost as if somebody was kneeling on these two stones while they were spreading the pebbles. Or maybe somebody dislodged the stones when they were crawling down into this hole. Who knows? Not me. But it is damn strange. And here's another strange observation. There's no padlock on this chain. That suggests to me that the padlock's inside the hole somewhere. Now, doesn't that mean that someone went down this hole and then locked the chain on the other side? I mean, why else isn't there a padlock on the outside? This just doesn't make any sense. It's so weird, especially when you take into account the UFO spotted the night before. I was thinking this might be aliens at first, but now I have to wonder if this wasn't some kind of military exercise or some kind of top secret experiment or test. Remember that clue that I said I found earlier in the GPS information? When I was looking at the satellite imagery, I noticed that there was a military installation nearby. Computer, what military installations are nearby the UFO sighting?
There are 2 known military installations nearby. Both China Lake Naval Weapons Station and Edwards Air Force Base are within 25 miles of the specified location.
Wow, so we have Edwards Air Force Base, which is not too far. Edwards would be a perfect place to launch a secret test flight from, so that's entirely possible. And China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station has a history going back all the way to the 1940s. Although in 2019, the location was deemed unusable after a series of earthquakes rocked the area, causing millions of dollars in damage.
Well, newly released photos are giving us a clearer look tonight at the damage done to China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station by a pair of earthquakes earlier this month. Dozens of pictures were posted on the base's Facebook page this week. China Lake is located just outside the city of Ridgequest, where a 6.4 and 7.1 magnitude quake hit July 4th and 5th. Just about everywhere you look, items are toppled, concrete is busted, and things are broken. The base is home to 4,000 employees and more than 1,300 buildings.
And while China Lake is technically closed because of the damage, that might make it a perfect location to test a secret program. I mean, this is a super high security facility, and just because it's damaged and inoperable, I don't believe for 1 second that security there is any more relaxed than it normally would be.
And there is this. 1 person has died in a fiery crash at the China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station in Ridgecrest. Military says the driver was speeding into the base illegally. The air station says it raised its barrier to stop the motorist, but the driver crashed into it at high speed. Right now, we don't know anything further about the motorist or why he or her was trying to get into the base without permission. The case is under investigation.
In fact, they just recently started repairs on the place, so if there was a secret program being tested there, you could be in and out before anyone ever noticed. So it's entirely possible that the UFOs came from either one of these 2 locations, either China Lake or Edwards. And it's entirely possible that this is some form of secret test or military exercise. But here's what bothers me about that explanation. Let's assume that the UFOs are part of the military and that this hole in the ground is some kind of small military station. China Lake Naval Weapons Station has a square foot land mass equivalent of the state of Maine. I'm sure they could find a place for it. And why is there no markings on this thing? Why isn't there a small label that reads, U.S. government property, tampering with this object is a crime, blah blah blah? I mean, there are 0 markings on this device. Nothing says Air Force, nothing says Army, nothing says NOAA, nothing says U.S. Geological Society. This thing is blank, and in fact, somebody went to great lengths to hide it. That bothers me, because there's no proof that these UFOs or this structure belong to the U.S. military. In fact, it seems like there's evidence to suggest otherwise. I mean, why wouldn't the military just put this device on the nearby China Lake property? There, the device or structure would be secured with border fences and electronic countermeasures. Wouldn't that make more sense? Anyhow, I'm curious as all heck to find out what these guys saw, and to find out what this hole in the ground is. Have any of you guys seen something like this and can tell me what it is? What do you guys think? Did these campers witness aliens? Was it all just a natural phenomenon and the box and hole in the ground are just a coincidence? Or did they encounter a military exercise? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, just go ahead and hit the button and ring that bell. That way, you'll get notifications for all of the latest Area 503 content. I'll catch y'all later. As always, this has been Manny at Area 503. And I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth. Computer.
Yes, Manny.
Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Say hello to the wonderful people.
Hello, wonderful people.
Say Manny rocks.
Manny rocks.
Say Area 503 is the coolest channel around.
Area 503 is the coolest channel around.